Ryan Royer is the guy behind Hemi Fam, and tens of thousands of people watch his YouTube videos. He's going to join us today and tell us why Dodge is such a huge part of his life and give you advice on how you can make awesome videos about your own car. Well, let's just jump right in, man. Tell me about that. How in the world did things happen? Did you get to where you are? I mean, you're making videos, you got tens of thousands of people that are following you now. You're like an internet celebrity, man.
And you know what? I hear that a lot. And to this day, I still think of myself as a guy just making videos at home in my garage. And we go to these shows and people are like, hey, Hemi fam, I love your videos. You helped me do this. And I'm like, hey, cool. And we meet people and it's awesome.
On my radio show years ago, I had a chance to interview Chris Fix. Now, this is before Chris got completely to where he is right now. I mean, he's got, what is he? He's something like, I don't know how many millions of subscribers that he's got now on his
yeah, it grows fast when it grows.
Yeah, big time. But you're kind of in that same kind of idea. You know, you're making videos like that where if a guy's got a question about something that he wants to do to his Dodge, he can go, all right, let's go see what Ryan's doing. Maybe he's already done a video on this.
Exactly. And then that's our main goal, is to help the, end users, Dodge owners, find good quality modifications or parts, things to do to their car that looks good, quality, and that's going to last.
The engineers at Dodge have spent, countless hours and hundreds of millions of dollars to design the cars and to make them.
Yes,
good.
They have.
And you gotta be careful. It's buyer beware when it comes to stuff on the internet, because anybody can make a glitzy looking website that appears to be really, really good. And you get one person that can get into a forum and start saying, "Oh yeah, well, if he can write a good sentence, it sounds compelling." Next thing you know, you're out of $100, $200, and you're sitting there with a broken down. It's the old Tommy Boy joke, right?
Yes,
I can put a guarantee on a box of what, and guess what it is? It's a guaranteed box of what.
Yep, yeah, I've seen it, and like you said, especially it's easy to do with Facebook groups, the internet, and like you said, you can install something and take some pictures, and on Instagram, oh yeah, it looks great, they're killing it. But then when you see the car at a show and you're like, well, it's falling off, it's not butted up right to the, and then it's like, well, wait a minute, like you said, pictures are one thing, but when you see the car in person, it's totally different.
Let's talk about how you actually got this whole thing started. I mean, what was your very first video, and how did it kind of roll from there?
Oh man, I mean, video's strange. Whenever you have a camera in front of yourself and you're not used to it, sometimes, your mind, you say and may do some funny things. So some of my earlier videos are kind of cringy, but as like I said, as you do things, you progress, and it just becomes almost a second nature to you. And it started as a license plate. I was looking for what kind of license plate would be good for the 2012. It was a 5.7.
Yeah.
So I was punching in different things, and then Hemi Fam, it was available. And the DMV, they can approve or deny it. So I told them, hey, this is what it was. My dad drove a Hemi Ram. So it's kind of like a family. And it started basically off the license plate.
I mean, look, obviously I want everybody to follow you, but who do you think, if we're clicking around, who do you think we should follow out there? Who do you like?
Most people probably already do, but you definitely have to follow Mark Trossel. He's, one of the guys in the industry. We've met him a few times. He's a great guy, and you can see some pretty cool behind the scenes stuff sometimes, and what's kind of going on inside of Dodge, Mopar, and SRT.
I've never, again, look, let's be honest with you guys. This is a Dodge Love Fest over here, right? We're at Dodge Garage. But
Yeah,
at the same time, I don't see other manufacturers giving back the love to the enthusiast community like the guys at Dodge do.
you hit the nail right on the head.
How you doing for the stay-at-home orders?
Well, like I said, this kind of studio garage has now turned into a school. My kids are now learning from home. They're out of school for the rest of the year. My wife is here, so it's a little bit of a madhouse. We're just trying to stay sane and healthy. My main concern is my kids. So I'm trying to comply with, all of the mandates because, I don't want to bring something home to, my children or, my wife because, I'm out there and it's killing me. I'm missing the shows. I'm missing my friends, but, I'm playing it safe until hopefully this whole thing blows over.
I'm getting pretty good at ordering online and having stuff delivered to the front door.
Oh man, it's yeah, just kind of trying to hone the hobbies and actually create new ones too. Been working on different stuff.
Actually, I was thinking about this the other day. People talking about, oh, I gotta have Amazon deliver stuff. As car guys who buy stuff, we're old, that's old hat for us, right? Ordering something online and getting it shipped to the front door. Heck, we're good at that.
And some of the stuff is delayed, and we have Prime, and it's 2 weeks, 3 weeks, but it is what it is. I know they're trying to prioritize, I guess, high priority items. So, if my, what I mean, part takes a week or two to show up, but somebody gets a mask or something they need, hey, it is what it is.
It's been pretty wild though, but even Dodge has had to punt with this, with the Dodge Drive Forward program. I'm sure you've probably heard of it, right? Where you can actually get online now, and you've never been able to do this. I mean, you could shop for a car and learn about cars online. But now if you actually go to Dodge.com, you can actually literally build your own car, price it out, get your options, get your financing done, and then they'll coordinate with a local dealer to have the thing delivered to your front door.
Delivered to your door.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I know we actually took advantage of, a little bit before this thing got too deep. We took advantage of the Dodge Power Dollars, and we got a Durango. So now, I got my Charger and my wife has the Durango, and the Durango is a beautiful, beautiful sled. I mean, it's almost like it's a truck, but it's still a crossover. You're high off the ground. I guess me comparing it to the Scat Pack because it's kind of low to the ground and you're kind of taking it easy, being real leery. It's so nice to drive the Durango and just kind of sit high, and I was surprised being that it's a GT. It is really peppy the way it's tuned around town. I was like, wait a minute, it goes. I mean, it's crazy.
And this coming from a guy who's driving a modified Scat Pack, so you guys don't be afraid of that stuff.
Exactly. That's why I was like, wait a minute, and I even found my wife when I was riding shotgun. I was like, man, she's she's giving it some gas. She likes it.
Daily drive your Charger?
So check this out. My Scat Pack is a 2015, and it just hit 28,000 miles yesterday.
Wow, no way, man.
And I daily drive it around town, errands, things around here. We go to shows. I'm about 3 hours. Maybe 300 miles or so from LA, 200 miles from San Diego. For the new wrap, it was ceramic coated pitch black, okay?
Yeah.
So people are like, it's black, it's a 2015. How does it not look spider webs everywhere? It just blew their minds.
I tell you, the car looks great. I mean, it looked great before. I love the wrap. You did a series of videos on how you wrapped it yourself. How
We
hard was
did.
it, man? How hard was it to wrap that thing?
It I mean, certain parts aren't so bad. It's a lot of prep work. The bumpers, we did have help from some good friends of mine from G Spot Auto Works, because the curves on the Charger, you have to kind of do inlays in the wrap so you don't over stress it out too much, because then it will fail.
Yeah.
But it took about 7 days. A lot of stuff needs to be removed in order to get a nice clean lay on the vinyl. But the color, I mean, when you're looking at vinyl on a roll, on a sample, it's one thing, but it's once you get it on the car and the curves and the lighting, it looks totally different. And once we got it on there, I really, really liked it, because it is pretty close to the at the time it was Fortuno's Gold,
Yeah.
but I think it's called Gold Rush for the the color.
Yep.
On the 50th anniversary. But and I get that a lot. People say it's looks like the Gold Rush, and I mean, it kind of does. And it came out better than expected.
That's cool, man. That's really cool. It looks good. I'm looking over your shoulder there on the screen on the video monitor over your
Oh,
shoulder. It
yeah.
looks good, man. It looks really good back
Yeah,
there.
just finishing up another video. And I mean, that's the thing when you're, I mean, kind of like full time on internet stuff, YouTube. People are like, "Oh man, you don't do anything. You're a YouTuber." But they don't realize that, like you see behind me, I can be editing videos till midnight. You know what I mean? And then you think, hey, you posted the video, you can kick back, sit back. No, you are pulling clips from the next video into the editor, or you're filming the next video. And I mean, it's edit, post, edit, post. You know what I mean? And it never stops. And I tell people, like, look, you clock out, say 5 o'clock, go home. And again, I could be here till midnight, 2 a.m. And I got kids. I mean, not anymore, but I mean, they had sports, they got baseball games. So it's, man, you got to balance the time. Because I mean, I could be in here all day creating, pictures for Instagram, videos for YouTube, but I try to balance it. So, because I have kids that are young,
Yeah.
but it's a cycle, man. It's fun. Because like I said, when we go to shows, you don't have to request vacation from your boss. But as any business owner knows, there's good days and bad days. I mean, there's days, months where you're killing it, it's great, and then there's days where you're like, let me get those 99-cent tacos and a small Coke. You know what I mean? But you're doing what you love. You know what I mean?
Before I get you out of here, I want advice. A lot of guys are they watch your videos, your stuff looks great. They go out and maybe they're going to go to the track, do a track day, go to the strip. Maybe they're just cruising around and they want to get some really good video of their cars. What's a tip that you can give somebody watching this to get a really good quality video of their car when they're driving? Something in motion. You know what I mean? Like when you're actually getting a good driving video.
Believe it or not, I film probably 90% of my videos that you see on my channel with this GoPro right here.
Yeah.
It's a Hero 7. And this is all you need. Or a good cell phone nowadays, the video quality is great. And you can go out and, I mean, get good quality photos or videos. But definitely I would recommend probably something to hold the phone. I know like Joby makes, like tripod things that you can mounts to hold the phone. They're not expensive. maybe 30 bucks at your local Best Buy, things like
Yeah.
that. Or if you have a GoPro, the same thing. They have mounts for them. So this is kind of like my GoPro mount. So I stuffed the GoPro in here, and it has a mount right here, which I attach an external microphone. Kind
I
of,
like that.
I do have a DSLR with lenses, and that's mainly for photography because or if I'm doing like a still video shoot, I'll set up the DSLR on the other side of me here, and have a background if I'm gonna do like a standstill intro, or if I'm doing a video for a company and I just want, the quality to just be next level. But the GoPro, you can get away with it all day.
And I'll tell you what, I can't thank you enough for all the time. You guys, it's Ryan Royer. He's the guy behind Hemi Fam. You probably already follow him on Instagram, and you probably watch his videos on YouTube. And if you don't, for the love of God, man, get over there. Do it. Yeah.
That's right.
You definitely want to follow him for sure. It's great stuff. Man, I'll tell you what a blast to hang out with you today and to
Oh,
kind of get the
likewise.
backstory. This has been really fun.
Oh, yeah, yeah. It almost feels, like, well, I'm out of isolation a little bit here. So yeah, this was really fun. I enjoyed, talking to you and, everybody, all the listeners. So hopefully they got some good content today.
No doubt about it. We had a great time. All right, you guys. Well, listen, we appreciate you, Ryan. We appreciate you for watching online, and we hope to see you guys again next time here at Dodge Garage with another Dodge Garage download. And I'm John Hammer. I'll see you then.